Here you are.
I'll have to take your word for it.
I don't.
I'd have to take your word for it.
You can have faith.
I'd have to take your word for it.
He asking you if are you atheist, Christian?
No, it's not like that. There is no atheist. No. There is not someone atheist. Doesn't exist. Atheist of religion, of Abrahamic religion. Why? Because it's no evidence. You have faith. Yes.
Let me ask you something. Why am I somebody that you feel that you can come to and I have to be on the defensive? Why can't we have a conversation?
As someone who's curious like me and sincere and honest.
If you're sincere and honest, you don't need to defend
I've been studying
and protect
religion.
your...
I don't need to shout, but listen, because I ask you a question and you avoid. You didn't want to answer me back. I tell you what I think and why I'm in this position. I study with sincere hearts to know about Abrahamic religion, especially Islamic religion. And you know, as a born Muslim, I wanted to know and to be certain, is it this religion, truthful religion, is it from God? You know? So I was honest and I used my brain.
Okay, now
I used my brain.
Now let me respond to you.
And what I find is, it was shocking that there is a faith here, but we have a black hole in the Islamic faith. We have a black hole. What it means? We have nothing between the beginning till the 9th century. Why? Nobody ever. First people start talking about Islam, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. The first one. And he wrote Sir al-Atira, I mean of the prophets, when the prophets Muhammad, he lived in Mecca, and he was from, his father was Abdullah, his mother was Amina. He was a kind of special man from Quraysh, noble from Banu Hisham, and anyway, and they start telling us about this guy, but the gap was 200 years. Abdul Malik ibn Hisham, he was never lived in Mecca or Arabia, Saudi Arabia, called today Al-Hijaz. You know, he was from Iraq, and he was living the time of the Abbasid what they call.
Yeah, you're just going on and on now. Yeah,
I'm just telling you, this is where we're
I'm just going to jump in now.
From.
So
Bukhari,
we started this conversation. We started this conversation. I asked him. He asked me, "What religion are you?" I then asked him, "What religion are you?" He said, "I don't need to tell you." Now,
religion is very personal matter.
If it's such a personal matter, why is he asking me?
Are you going to make money today from this?
If religion is such a personal matter, then don't be a hypocrite. Then don't come to me and say, "What's your religion?" I ask you what your religion is. Oh, this is a personal matter. Yeah.
Do you preach in
then
Islam? I didn't say what.
I asked him. Now the reason why it's important to understand the position of the other individual. 1 second, brother. The reason why it's important, because if he was a Christian, then I don't need to prove to him God. Yeah, if he's an atheist, then I can't now move on and start talking about Jesus, because most likely he doesn't accept Jesus and he doesn't accept God. Yeah, so I need to ask where he's getting his morality from. So when I'm asking him, what's your position? He says, you don't need to know my position. He needs to tell me if he's following the liberal framework, if he's following the Christian framework, if he's following the Jewish framework. He needs to tell me. So once he tells me, then I can understand and we can have a civil conversation. He came, I have to be honest, he approached me nicely. I thought, he's here to listen. However, then, and then when he started continuing saying, no, it's a personal matter, I'm not going to tell you, you tell me this. I'm sorry, since when did Islam become, the punching board that you can come and, no, you're the ones on the stage. With all due respect, just like you're going to question my morality, I should be able to question your morality. And then when he did finally open his mouth, we realized it was the recycled arguments of Christian Prince, of Robert Spencer, the same Robert Spencer that a couple of weeks ago on the PBD podcast of Patrick Bet David in front of the globe, got embarrassed. This is a guy who's written 22 books. He follows the same opinion as this individual right here, who claims that the Prophet, peace be upon him, came 9th century.
Listen,
Yeah.
my friend.
So the books of seerah that we have, the books of tafsir that we have, the manuscript evidence that we have, it's all a fake. And he thinks that he's going to come here and he's going to tell
I
me
am talking to you in a
recycled
nice
arguments
way.
of
In a
Robert
debate.
Spencer, who's a well-known Islamophobe. And this Robert Spencer, you can, search him up.
Robert
Robert
Spencer? I
Spencer
don't want to know
is
anyone.
somebody who has been mentioned numerous times in the manifesto of the Norwegian terrorist,
me.
frankly. Yeah, what's his name?
You're making speech.
Anders Breivik.
You are making
Yeah,
speech,
Anders
my
Breivik.
friend.
And this is an
Khutbah.
individual.
Blah, blah.
I'm going to
Khutbah.
ask him
I
now,
don't want a khutbah.
did you believe that the Prophet existed? Did the Prophet exist
Yeah.
when the Muslims claim he
What is your
existed?
background? What is your background? What
Do
do
you
know?
believe the Prophet existed when we say he
I
existed?
study Arabic literature. What do you know?
No problem, you can study
My
Greek
friend,
for all
what
I
is your
care.
background?
I'm asking you a question.
Are you Pakistani? What
I'm
is
asking
your
you a question.
background? Okay.
What's
Let me
Pakistani
tell
got
you-
to do with
Let
anything?
me tell you first
I'm
of
not
all,
here to cook you a
there is
biryani, my friend.
Big problem.
Yeah, you might like biryani.
You know, big biryani,
Yeah, but I'm
big
asking
problem
you. I'm asking you a simple
about
question. Did you
الرواية
believe
الإسلامية.
that the Prophet, peace be upon
There
him,
is a big problem
passed away when the
between
Muslims believe he passed away? Simple question.
I'm gonna have to leave.
No
you're
problem,
not
you
gonna
can run
learn.
away.
You're not going to learn.
You're recycling arguments of Robert
you are doing
Spencer.
the repetition,
I've now
blah,
caught
blah,
you,
blah.
and you realize
we
your
have a
arguments are
problem.
zero.
We
You're
have
saying,
a
are you
problem.
Pakistani?
We have a problem about the
I'm 60
history.
years old. I
Our
have
history
fungus
is
on my
fake.
toenail. I'm frankly not interested,
history
mate.
is fake.
I'm asking you a question.
The history
You're
is
saying
fake.
history is fake.
It's fake.
What about the
And I can
manuscript?
prove it to you.
What about the
But you don't
manuscript
wanna know.
evidence that we have
You are just a believer.
dating to
You
the
are
time of
you are a
compilation?
believer. You took the things just by you believe.
What about the
You got-
Birmingham manuscript of the
That's
Quran
not-
that we
okay,
have?
You mentioned Birmingham and you didn't mention Sana'a. You didn't mention the one in Paris. And the Quran, you have to.
I'm
know one
asking you
thing.
about Birmingham. He says you haven't
No,
mentioned
because
Sana'a, you haven't
Sana'a,
mentioned
we have-
Yemen.
Look,
Are you
look,
from
the
Pakistan?
Quran, my
I'm
friend,
60 years
the
old.
Quran-
Stick to the point, my
Quran,
friend.
You jumped. I asked you different question. Now you jump.
I can
to the
jump,
Holy Quran.
I can skip,
You jump to the
I can
Holy
do a lot of
Quran.
things,
The
Marshall,
book
I'm
which is
versatile.
written from there to here. Listen, the Quran.
Tell me about the
we don't
Birmingham
have the
manuscript.
original one.
You're saying, I'm asking about the Birmingham manuscript. He's saying, no, ask me about Sana'a manuscript. Tell me about the Birmingham manuscript.
I'm not gonna. You look.
He's
we're
saying
not gonna
he's a
go
master
further.
in Islam,
No, of
and he
course.
is asking me what is the Quran.
I know. I'm not. First of all, I will tell you here with the camera. I don't have the absolute truth. Nobody's got absolute truth in this life. But we are.
Can you get to the point?
using our
Tell
brain
me about
to
the
come
Birmingham
close to
manuscript.
the truth.
You said the
claim you
Prophet
have the
didn't
truth,
exist.
but in
I'm
reality,
saying, tell me about the Birmingham
zero.
manuscript.
You have zero.
Okay, I have 0, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3.
Zero. You have zero. You are just propaganda, saying thing, blah blah blah. Don't use.
This is
your
what
brain.
you said.
You
Robert
guys
Spencer
use your
argument,
brain.
Christian Prince
Go
argument.
And find out. I am
Abdul Malik
Look,
ibn Marwan.
Abdul Malik
What about
ibn
Bishop
Marwan,
Sabius of
he's
the House of
founder.
Bagri Tunis?
You know Abdul Malik ibn
What about
Marwan?
Bishop
You know-
Sabius who mentions the Prophet Muhammad?
listen,
He's a
what
9th century Christian.
Yeah,
He
Abdul
mentioned the
Malik-
Prophet.
Abdul Malik, you know about Abdul Malik ibn Marwan?
What about Bishop
The one
Sabius?
who found the Masjid al-Aqsa.
Oh,
He's the
we
one-
know about that.
he's
That's
the-
an old
the one-
argument.
and he used-
I'm undercutting that. I'm talking about Bishop Sabius of the House of Bagri Tunis.
Listen.
9th century
You
Christian.
admit
He says
that
the
we
Prophet
have a
Muhammad
problem?
existed.
No, I can stay here if you admit.
What
that.
about Doctrina
Do you hate-
Baptizati?
Do you
Nupa?
admit that we have a problem about the history of Islam? Yes or no?
Yes,
Of
we have
course
a
we don't have a
problem
problem with the history of
don't have a
Islam.
problem.
We have the problem.
The history of Islam is more established than I would say even the other Abrahamic faiths.
No. The problem in Islam is worse than Christianity. Worse.
Look, I'm not
Yeah,
interested in your
even
opinion.
So, this is,
I told
this
you
is
Birmingham
what-
manuscript.
this is the
You
truth.
don't know about Birmingham
This is the
manuscript.
real truth.
I told you
Before, we
Bishop
used to take
Sabius
it for
of
granted.
the House of Bagri
Last
Tunis,
century-
who's a Christian,
Last century,
7th
we used to
century,
take it for
he
granted-
says the Prophet
for
Muhammad
granted-
existed.
For granted, but now new science coming.
Bishop Sabius, you're not interested.
We have the history.
What about Thomas
with
the
proof.
Presbyter?
We have the scriptures.
We have the scriptures.
We have to
You're
tell
from
us that-
Pakistan.
hold on,
I'm
there is
60
a
years
big
old.
problem here.
You are
There is
zero.
A big problem. But why we turn the blind eye? Because people
Listen
they
to him.
want religion no matter what. Some people they can't live without religion because that's what they can. It give them hope. It give them and this. But in a moderation,
You can't live
to
without
make it
religion either.
perfect, Don't make
Look,
propaganda.
you can't live without
Don't
religion,
tell
my
me
friend.
That you have the truth.
Can you
don't
live
have
without
nothing.
religion?
Huh?
Can you live without religion?
I live all my life without religion.
Okay, where do you get your morals from?
I am balanced human being.
Okay, where do you
I
get
am
your morals from?
Human being, humanist.
Where do
I
you
look
get
at
your
everybody equally.
Where do you get your morals from?
Morals from? First of all, the morals it started before the Abrahamic religion, if you know.
Where do you get your morals from?
Because I believe that we in this
You believe? Where do you get your morals from? Simple.
from human.
From
We create
human.
the code, yes.
Okay, so if human
From
tell you,
human,
if
you
human
feel
tell you
better,
to punch your
you feel
mum,
better if
are you
do
going to punch
something
your
good.
mum?
You're not gonna punch your mum because you're gonna feel disgusted. You're not gonna sleep with your mum because that's rubbish.
There are people that are
You're
sleeping
gonna
with their
not
parents.
hurt a dog or a cat or anyone because.
So you're saying all of us have one
That's the way
morality.
forward.
You
I
say-
feel better if I have this woman and make her smile. I don't want anything else. I don't want. There is no. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to have.
Okay, listen to me.
Al-Hasanat yudibna sayyi'at,
No problem.
and you will be
Listen to me,
rewarded
listen
in
to
life
me,
after
listen
that.
to me, listen to me.
Rubbish.
I'm going to
I
ask
do
you a
it because
question.
of the principle.
What principle?
Principle of humanity and good.
What is the principle of
The
humanity?
Code, the code of life.
Where do you get the code of
Anyway,
life
you
from?
jump that
Where's the code of life?
Morality's got nothing to do
Where's the
with
code of
Islam.
life?
In reality, if you see Islam,
I want to see the code of life.
And morality of Islam.
Where's
is
the
very
code of
low.
life? I want to
Very
see.
low. Very low.
Show me the
How
code
you
of
treat
life.
Women. How are you thinking about your?
Where's
kids all
the-
time?
look, there are kids
How
here.
you
Don't do
my
this.
God.
This is no good.
What's morality? Is
Look,
that?
don't
What's
point at-
morality?
don't point at
You
that.
kiss
There's nothing there.
somebody Because he disagree with you.
Look, where's the
Allah
code of
Akbar.
life?
You kiss somebody because he doesn't want to be.
Where's the code of life?
It's a sick morality.
Where's the
It's
code
a
of
sick-
life?
It's a sick. You are no.
Okay, cure me then. Cure me.
I'm sorry about.
Cure me, no problem. Okay, he has no cure, my friend. He's saying I'm sick, but he has no cure.
Look. Morality is.
I thought you said I'm
something
sick.
We can't live without. We need to have.
We can't live
morality.
without. Where do you get your morality from?
Where do you get it? From God? From where?
I did the same thing at the start. He asked me my religion. I asked him his religion. He said, no, this is personal. Don't ask me.
All religion
If I am wrong, if I'm sick,
All religion.
okay, no problem. I'm sick.
doubt about
I need
that.
your help. Help me. Tell me about morality. I don't know.
First of all, you should go to see to seek a specialist.
No, I'm seeking
To the
specialist
doctor.
right
I'm
here.
not a doctor.
No, you're handsome. You're a handsome guy. Help me.
I'm
I need
not a
help.
doctor.
Tell me where to get morality from.
Huh?
Tell me where to get morality from.
Morality.
Yeah, tell me. Help me.
I tell you, anyone
Tell
know
me, help
about
me.
philosophy?
Oh, you have to read a philosophy book now to learn about morality.
So he wrote a big book called
Which book?
Al-Madina Al-Fadila. I know even in Arabic.
That's a morality book, yeah?
Ideal city.
Who?
And the ancient civilization.
So I get my morality from there, yeah?
A long time before Judaism and this crazy religion, you know? Today,
I don't know what crazy religion you're talking
morality,
about.
Who made the human rights in the world? Are they religious? No. Who made the human rights? Which is
Yeah, who made the human
for
rights?
Children.
You tell me.
We don't need to see children here working hard or begging or stealing. They need
Okay, who made the human
to
rights?
the right
Who?
for women and the right for belief.
Hey,
Everybody's free to believe what they like. You don't
Who
have
made
it
human
in
rights?
Islam. Why I'm
Who
sorry.
made human rights?
Move on. Today, 21st century.
You said human rights.
You dressed with what's this? You dressed like a modern, civilized, you know, about your brain.
So you're saying people that don't dress like this are not civilized. So you're not civilized.
No. Your brain.
So you're uncivilized.
Your brain.
I'm not talking about
You need
brain.
to
We're talking
have
about
a brain
clothes.
Which is very, very modern,
Look,
flexible.
my brain is modern and flexible.
Don't have a problem if I don't believe what you believe.
Look,
I
you don't
need
have to believe
you don't need
anything.
to
It
preach
seems
your
like you don't
religion
believe anything
anymore.
anyway.
This stage of life, you don't need.
You told me human rights.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? Who?
Huh?
Who made the human rights?
The human rights, definitely not from Islam. Don't tell
Oh,
me from Allah
okay.
Or from Elohim. Definitely not from
Okay,
Elohim.
from who then?
Not from
From who then? I'm
from
asking.
human. Modern human.
Yeah, who?
being. Advanced. I tell you who? Listen.
Yeah.
Advanced human being. Advanced.
What advanced?
Advanced human being.
Which advanced?
Advanced.
The human beings that
It's
can't
like,
tell the
you know,
difference between a man and a
advanced
woman?
people, they are very civilized.
Is this the advanced human
People,
being?
they know how to
The advanced
eat,
human being
they
that's
know how to
aborting
walk,
their children?
They know how to,
The advanced human
appreciate
beings
life,
that are
they respect
sexually
human
harassing
beings.
women?
Huh?
3 out of 4 women in this country have been sexually harassed. You're
Don't
telling me that's
tell me
advanced?
The worst example.
Abortions taking place. You're telling me
harassment because
suicide
that's-
is
that's
on the
way
rise.
we're number
Substance
one.
abuse is
Two
on the rise.
countries in the
And you're telling me
world
we're
where
advanced?
They harass women are Muslim countries.
You're telling me we're advanced?
Sorry.
You can be sorry. But the fact that you're telling me that we're advanced now.
I was born. I know how we.
You was born.
How they walk,
Okay, very nice.
There's always problem with her body. Oh, she's.
Too much emotion. Stop the emotion. Give facts. Stop the emotion.
Facts, my friend. After this discussion, I can walk and I don't hate you. I respect you from my heart. You are gonna say a fucking kafir, bastard atheist. You understand?
No, I will shake your hand. I will shake your hand before you go.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm not here to.
No problem.
And
Humanity.
You can come to me again, no problem.
Leave humanity.
don't forget about medicine.
Yeah, I mean, it was made clear. The thing is, these are arguments that constantly get recycled. Yeah? Oh, Muhammad didn't exist. Okay, Muhammad did exist, but what he preached is not right. But we should follow human rights. Okay, what does human rights tell us? Okay, it tells us what you're owed, not what you should owe to other people. Human rights don't tell us to respect your mother. Human rights don't tell you to respect your neighbor. Human rights tell you what you're owed. And that's the problem that we have today. It's all about me, 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 and me. Individualism. Yeah? Individualism is the disease and the cancer of today. And that's why you'll see abuse taking place on the bus and people will be minding their own business. Yeah? However, when you go to other countries that may not be as advanced, in air quotes, you will see if something happens to a woman or a man, people will jump in and they will help them. So anytime somebody comes, if you can see this individual, he wasn't willing to speak. If you want to speak and you genuinely have questions about Islam, no problem. Come forward, we will have a rational conversation. Yeah? No problem whatsoever. You can ask, yeah, because I can understand that based on the current media depiction on Muslims, you will have a negative perception of Islam. And we have places like this that you can come, you can ask questions. As long as you are genuine, you are sincere, I listen to you, you listen to me. We're not here for preacher mode, no problem. But if you're going to come and you're going to ask and put Islam in the limelight, I'm going to ask about your morality as well. I'm going to ask why you believe what you believe. I will answer, no problem, but you should also answer as well. And this individual, unfortunately and sadly, came with the same old recycled arguments, coming from emotion. But look, sometimes you have to put emotion to the side. Yeah, you have to put emotion to the side and you have to ask, is faith rational or irrational? That's the question. Because I'm here saying faith is indeed rational. You can rationally evidence Islam. Yeah? And it has more evidence and a higher grade evidence than, say, other religions. And I'm here and I can tell you why, and you can challenge these points and we can have a discussion as well.
So I'd like to challenge some of those assumptions you've made.
Go ahead, my friend.